And we asked for a breakdown of the expenses. And on Monday you said one of the most significant things was the rent for this workspace. And there was a 6-month break clause. And Sam offered you an alternative for that. So also one of the things we just don't understand is what those expenses are and why that calculation was so wrong, given the fact that the cash flow model included all our monthly operating expenses and everything else. So really what we want to understand is where are all these additional expenses coming from, which eat all the money up from November to February.
So I can explain the calculation, and I don't think I think it's consistent. I will explain. Just wait. Let me explain. So, at first, I said it mid November, and the difference between the first date, mid November, and the second date, we need to, cease trading now by the devastating effects. This is not inconsistent because the mid November is still considering the, Chinese funds. But if in the worst case, we cannot get more funds from Chinese investor, then we have to cease trading now. So
but can I stop you there also, because that situation in itself is also a source of concern for everybody at the company, because it was communicated to us that money has been paid and is already in Jun's bank account in China. So we understand that, and this was confirmed several times. So you can understand that now we don't understand why the calculation now considers that money gone. Because you are within your rights to keep that money. An investor can't withdraw money from a business. So that's also what we don't understand, is that you're now considering that money lost before it's even lost, and we were under the impression that it was in your bank account.
And that was one of the suggestions that was provided on Monday. Why don't you start transferring those funds here so you can start to develop a positive cash flow?
So,
and this was something that we started doing from the beginning of the Save the Company meeting, was let's get all that money transferred over here so that we don't run into a cash flow problem. And I kept asking about that. Every week we had a risk mitigation discussion, and every week I asked about the cash flow and was told we are good.
Yeah.
We are positive. You guys are on top of that. And that was communicated to us. So, again, you can understand from our perspective how, in light of that communication, we would be quite concerned and really just want to understand.
Yeah, so let me explain one by one. So at the very beginning, I think in the meeting of around the end of August, we explained that the money transferred from mainland China to overseas is quite controlled by the government. We need to find a tricky way to get around the censorship, and this is not feasible to transfer all this money together into UK. We have to do it one by one, and even there need to be time intervals between the transactions. And secondly, in the let's call it all the cash flow that I've made, in the early September or late August, and the one that I shared with you guys,